Is the Jordan 1 Low Bulls worth it? In this video, we're going to figure that one out. Hey everybody, I'm Actros and welcome back to the only channel on YouTube that covers in-depth videos of cars and streetwear. And today, we're kicking it back with the Jordan 1 Bulls. I feel like I've been doing a lot of expensive things on this channel so far, so it's nice every once in a while to throw in something really cheap and affordable. I mean, these shoes I think are going below retail on StockX. Before we get into these shoes, be sure to like and share for that YouTube algorithm, as well as subscribe. Any support would just be awesome. Now let's get to the unboxing. As always, I like to start off by talking about the box. Box of the shoe is nothing anything special. I mean, it's just a regular Jordan box, black background with gold Jumpman. Lifting up that lid and removing that wrapping paper, and woo! First impressions of these shoes, I've seen better lows, but these ones are actually not that bad. Here's a closer look at the Jordan 1 Low Bulls. Some background information. These shoes came out on April 1st of this year with the retail price of $100. They had the low top version and the mid top, but I think Jordan 1 lows are a little bit more popular than mid tops right now, so that's why I chose to do the low top version. These sneakers have been restocking every once in a while ever since. A lot of people have been buying them and kind of interested in them, so I thought I'd give them a review and tell you guys if this shoe is worth it. So we'll start off by talking about the styling of the shoe, starting with the sole. For the sole of the shoe, we have an all red Jordan outsole. Classic Jordan text here with that swirl up front, brick pattern for the heel, and on the middle there we have a Nike logo. So went up to the midsole of the shoe. Once again, all classic Jordan 1 stuff here. Jordan 1 midsole, white, rubber, really nice. You know, they don't really change the color of this midsole often, but on this shoe it kind of works. Now for the uppers of the shoe, now this is why we're all here. So this shoe is kind of a weird concoction of the normal red, white, and black colors we're used to seeing on things like the Jordan 1 Chicagos or the Jordan 1 Breads. They just keep finding ways to mix up that style, and this one actually turned out pretty decent. So for starters, we have a red swoosh logo on both sides of this sneaker. Styled in leather, and the majority of the shoe is covered in leather. For the quality of the leather, it's pretty mid, to be honest with you. Like, we definitely had better leather on Jordans before, and even on like lows. This one is kind of really stiff, and ooh, I don't like it. Kind of similar to what you get on like a normal pair of Air Forces. Oddly enough though, the leather on the swoosh logo is tumbled compared to everything else is just smoothing out. Behind the swoosh logo we have a panel with white leather. Towards the heel we have a black panel and another black panel on the top. For things like the mud guard, it is styled in red leather. However, things get a little spicy as we move out towards the front. We have more red showing on this sneaker. As you can see, for the lace eyes and the toe guard, we have that nice Chicago red. Down for the middle of the shoe, we have a white toe box with perforations for your toes to breathe out a little bit. We have a red tongue on the sneaker, which is really interesting. I don't really see too many Jordans with a red tongue, but this one is pretty nice. You know, it kind of blends well with the rest of the red of the shoe. Tongue, once again, done in that nylon mesh. From the bottom all the way to the top, we have more red complementing this tongue though with the lace eye panels. And then the laces themselves are done in black, and it's the only pair of laces we get, which is kind of right, because I think black will probably work the best, but it'd be nice to see some white laces or maybe some red laces on the shoe to see how that works. And on the tippy top of the shoe we have a black Jumpman on the tongue, and that's really it. Normally they have like a tag or something like that. No, this one is just embroidered Jumpman. Kind of sucks, you know, kind of shows the level of quality once again they put on this shoe. Let's give some more love to the heel of the sneaker. Now we already went over things like the midsole and the black panels. What I really want to talk about is the embroidered wings logo. It kind of brings me back to like the Jordan 1 Bloodlines, how that red and black just kind of went together really well. Same deal for this shoe. I mean, that red logo with the black background I think works really well for this shoe. And then round up the style of the shoe, the sock liner is done in red mesh. Interior mostly red with a red insole with another black Jumpman. Now really all to the styling of the shoe. Now how I styled the shoe, well, you can't be totally neutral with the shoe. There's a lot of red and there's a lot of black, but notably a lot of red on this shoe. So you do have to be a little bit more picky. Me, I think I would go with maybe some normal pair of white jeans. If I'm wearing shorts, I would go with some black socks. I said white socks, but black socks. Kind of jeans you would see I'm using in the on-feet footage, just some normal washed out jeans. I think that complements your suit pretty well. I think black jeans will also work. And then on top, I think I would complement the shoe a little bit more, maybe throw on maybe a red tee, black tee with some red graphics on it, something like that. And I think that's how I would style this shoe. If I already think about pulling the trigger and buying the shoe, I would go true to size, maybe size down a little bit. I do feel like sometimes Jordans are just a tad big sometimes. But as always, if you have the option to try on a pair before buying, do so, because everybody's feet is different. And lastly, if I had to score the shoe 1 to 10, I'll give it a 6 out of 10. You know, this shoe is pretty okay. Like the styling, it's not great. You know, it's good. I really like how the heel of the shoe looks. Not necessarily really the front portion. I think it might need just a little bit more black. You know, maybe they made these panels black or something like that. It probably would look better, but not bad. However, a big thing is just the quality, man. Like the Jumpman, normally we have a tab right there and it's just kind of just stamped on. Leather quality, stiff, hard, crap. You know, and that's where it loses a lot of points. However, it being a 6 out of 10, I would still say the shoe is worth it. Just for the fact that it's probably one of the cheapest Jordan 1 lows you can get. And probably one of the better looking ones. Now let's talk about the future of the sneaker. Well, Jordan 1 lows always have a habit of going up in price. And I think the same deal with here. You know, when these shoes first released in April, they were actually going for mid $100 range to upper, you know, $100 range, close to $200. And I think over time, this sneaker might achieve that. It just might take a long time. You know, once they're all done restocking these shoes, I think maybe in a year or two, you know, you're gonna be holding these for a long time. But I think eventually the price of the shoe will go back up to those mid $100 to $200 range. So, and then at that point, I wouldn't say the sneaker is worth it, because I think at that point you're getting into some really nice mids, some really nice highs even. So, yeah, I would definitely buy the shoe right now if you're thinking about it. And that's all needs to be said for this shoe. So the Jordan 1 Low Bulls. What'd you guys think about it? Comment down below your opinion. Like and share for that YouTube algorithm. And last, but certainly not least, subscribe. I'm going to exit off with some on feet footage. So let's get to it.